As April comes to a close and we head into May, Google searches for the phrase how to trade commodities. They're now at the highest level seen in over a decade. This comes as no surprise given that the current highly macro driven backdrop that is fueling one of the greatest wealth transfers that we have seen, presenting savvy traders with back to back money making opportunities. Data shows that 1 in 3 people they have now turned to commodities to capitalize on the biggest macro themes driving the markets right now. Everything from the disruptive impact of climate change, which is sending agricultural prices skyrocketing to all-time record highs, to persistent geopolitical tensions, which is bolstering demand for safe haven metals, including gold, silver, and crude oil, as well as stickier than expected inflation, which has seen traders pour over 1.35 trillion into commodities so far this year. And last but definitely not least is the global transition towards green energy and net zero emissions, which is supercharging demand for the world's highly essential commodities such as aluminium, copper, cobalt, nickel, lithium, palladium, platinum, uranium, zinc, and rare earth metals. This cocktail of events, it is whipping up an explosive money-making storm and is sending commodities across the border from metals to energies to agriculture, notching up impressive double to triple digit gains. For commodity traders, making money in these markets has never been so easy. That's exactly why a long list of the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, from Goldman Sachs to JP Morgan to Bank of America, they are calling the new economic climate the golden age of trading. So far this year, no market trend has captivated traders' attention quite like the super cycle in commodities, and there's a good reason for that. This is now the fourth consecutive year that has seen a total of 47 commodities, ranging from the metals to energies to agriculture, registering new multi-year and all-time highs. Whilst gold has been making headlines recently with its meteoric rise to new highs, there are 3 other commodities to watch right now which have even greater upside potential. Firstly, and in no particular order, you cannot talk about commodity supercycle without mentioning copper. And that's because the red metal has firmly positioned itself as one of the best performing asset classes of 2024. Copper's second secular bull market this century is off to a red hot start in 2024, with prices rocketing above $10,000 a ton for the first time in 2 years. One of the major bullish tailwinds behind copper's rally is the historical global squeeze on supply, combined with booming demand for the red metal to power energy transition and artificial intelligence technologies. Elsewhere, a new global push for nuclear power that is fueling demand for another highly sought after energy transition metal, and that's uranium. A resurgence in demand for uranium is linked in large part to global efforts to tackle climate change. In December, almost 200 countries they vowed at COP28 UN climate conference to triple their use of nuclear energy in a coordinated effort to achieve global net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2030. As demand surges and the world needs more copper and uranium fast, there's one big problem. Global supply is shrinking at a record pace off a triple deficit, low inventories, low spare capacity, and low investment. Meanwhile, over in the agricultural market, cocoa has been hailed a hidden gem. Last week, cocoa prices they soared to new all-time record highs of $12,000 per ton. Just to put things in perspective, cocoa prices they're now more expensive than copper for the first time in 2 decades. Cocoa prices they're up 200% from their opening price of $4,000 per ton at the start of this year, and they've more than tripled in the short space of a few months. But more importantly, cocoa prices they've now chalked up a staggering gain of 381% from this time last year. And the rally might not stop there. Unlike other commodities, the world cannot function or survive without agriculture. Regardless of whether the overall economy is booming or in a downturn, people they still have to eat, making agriculture the ultimate asset class that is considered recession proof, inflation proof, and crisis proof. This unique feature has positioned agriculture as one of the hottest asset classes of the current economic climate that we find ourselves in right now. It goes without saying that the macroeconomic backdrop for commodities in 2024 it is looking more bullish than ever. Citadel, which is one of the world's largest commodity trading firms, they have reportedly made over $4 billion profit from commodities, and we're only a quarter of the way through the year. In fact, with everything that is currently happening on the global macro front, 2024, it is now officially on track to be the Gold and Silver Club's biggest and most profitable year in our 14-year history. Our clients have already made in excess of 6, 7, and 8-figure returns so far this year, and we're only in April. The majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, they've already made more money in the last 4 months than they made in the entire 12 months of last year. That summarizes these lucrative and life-changing markets that we find ourselves in right now. Extraordinary times, they do create extraordinary opportunities, and right now, as traders, we are living in some of the most exciting and rewarding times ever. It's times like these that make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. Whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. Right now, you have an opportunity to make 2024 your biggest and best yet, which, based on our research, it's going to be another blockbuster year ahead due to all the current macroeconomic events that are currently unfolding. Definitely do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months from now. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we're consistently banking over 10,000 points profit per month, which we've been transparently documenting through our weekly videos. If you're trading at 1 lot, that's $100,000, or if you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. As you can see from our testimonials, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club are utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach. They've already made in excess of 6 and 7-figure returns, and we're only a quarter of the way through the year. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on some of the biggest trading opportunities so far this year, but you still want to make 2024 your best yet, then go to jointhegoldensilverclub.com now to learn how our mentorship programmer can take your trading to the next level. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. So with that, let's move over to the charts. We'll talk you through exactly what we look at here as we head into a new week. First off, palladium. We have indeed executed longs here on palladium. It is currently trading at 961 US dollars per ounce. We've taken the opportunity now on the sell-off that we've seen over the last week, which is almost 1,000-point decline over 3 sessions here, to start building out this position back down towards the swing lows. Now, alongside that on Monday, we've taken the opportunity to start banking further profits here on platinum. In fact, we've already banked on Monday over 1,000 points profit on platinum on this breakout that we've seen a 2.6% move so far. It is trading back at 946 US dollars per ounce. In fact, Thursday, we got into another position on platinum at 916 US dollars per ounce. Previous to that, we were shorting platinum from 973 US dollars per ounce on that position. We've taken the opportunity to bank over 500 points profit on that sell, and then essentially we've reversed, gone long with a break back down towards the swing lows here. Perfect setup that we saw on Thursday last week, and already that trade is up 300 points at the moment, and we've taken the opportunity to bank both ways, right? On the sell side, banking 500 points, and we've already started to scale out of our long position as well. As I mentioned, over 1,000-point bank so far just on Monday. This was across multiple positions that we built in on platinum at the swing lows. Now let's move it over to the other opportunities that we see setting up right now. Again, on palladium, I would suggest snooze and you lose on this market. Right now, we've got platinum, which is leading the way. Typically, you're going to see platinum start to then impact palladium, and I would imagine that palladium prices, they're not going to stay at 960 US dollars per ounce for long. So again, I do see this as another opportunity. You can't rule out lower prices, in which case I would look to add if we were to get a retest back down towards the February swing lows. However, you could also very quickly start to get a bid from this zone and easily be back above $1,000 per ounce as you move into the month of May. Now, alongside that, we have taken further opportunities over the last couple of weeks to bank more profits, of course, on the longs here on gold and silver and also crude oil. These markets are currently mid-range. If in doubt, stay out. There's no need to get involved in the mid-range chop in these markets right now. What do we know about gold, silver, and also crude oil? We do know that many traders have bought much later into the move, many that got sidelined over February, March, and into April. As such, we saw a nice sell-off at the start of last week. Silver prices, they dropped 5% in a single day last Monday. Gold as well, it's continued to consolidate below 2,350 US dollars per ounce. We've also seen oil prices consolidating around 83 US dollars per barrel. There are still many speculators who entered late into these markets who need to be flushed out before typically you'll get further upside. So it's worth just being aware that many traders, they got sidelined, they bought much later into the move using outdated technical trading and trend trading systems. And since then, we haven't seen the price go up. So there is vulnerability, particularly this week with the FOMC statement on Wednesday and Friday's non-farm payroll for a potential flush out. Oil could quite easily come back, retest the swing lows, in which case, very interested in this market. If we start breaking back down towards the swing lows here that were tested over March, yes, this market is very much on the radar. We still maintain 3 positions on oil from 72 and 73 US dollars per barrel, which are all up over 1,000 points, but there's no need to add any new trades at the current level where we are right now. Rather wait for confirmation here and ideally get further liquidations back down towards the swing lows so speculators get flushed out, and then you can look at better opportunities to buy in at even lower prices. Now, as you mentioned to you before, copper is rocketing at the moment. So we've seen copper prices so far for the month of April, they're up 14%. And this, of course, alongside metals such as platinum, which are currently breaking out up 2.5% in the day. We've had, of course, gold breaking out to all-time record highs, not once, not twice, but on multiple occasions over the last month. So you're now seeing laggards such as copper catch up to the move. And there's other opportunities, obviously, to be had at the moment. And palladium, which are now back within their optimal zones to build further exposure. And of course, whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions. Most importantly, utilize a professional, research-driven trading approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success is not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data, and market intelligence to make confident decisions with accuracy and certainty. There's a massive gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of the bottom 99% and into the top 1% who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7, and 8-figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional, research-driven trading approach. Otherwise, you'll just end up wasting lots of time, money, and effort, and you'll have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis, outdated technical indicators, they won't work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, the odds are already stacked up massively against you. If you want to change your results, you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive research-driven trading approach that is never taught to retail traders and only reserved for professional traders in the banks, hedge funds with access to powerful game-changing insights, including where the banks and hedge funds where they're buying and selling in real time, alongside the key liquidity zones, so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision, alongside the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, the capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly real-time data-driven cycle and intermarket correlations, then you need to join our mentorship program. Right now, we are in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation the world has seen. If you want to successfully capitalize on these huge money-making opportunities ahead, and build significant life-changing wealth, there's no better time than now. If you want to upgrade your income, then you have to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders and take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description. So just click on the link, make an application, and we will get in touch ASAP.